So we are going to start with participatory budgeting. We have the
We already did that.
presentation demo.
But then I brought the handouts that mirror the online demo. So Dee
Okay.
has them in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese. So please take a few or more than a few and try and get them filled out by your friends and neighbors. And then get them back to us at City Hall, or if you need me to come pick them up, I'm happy to do that. So whatever's
Some of those
easiest.
around. So once these are filled out, you can email this, or you can.
I mean, they could definitely be scanned and emailed to us, but I mean, I think we're trying to just have, I think people will just kind of drop them off. But if we knew that there's a couple of them at someone's house or at a meeting, we'll go get them. Yeah.
They're in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese.
Yes.
Okay.
And these are also on the website,
The house.
the paper, so you can actually download them on the Deep-Size website.
Okay, thank you.
Can I make a suggestion next time you print them? If you did English and Spanish on one piece of paper,
Okay.
that's what I would distribute in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Right now I have to take 2 to each door because physical delivery is the best way to reach in my neighborhood.
It's good
And
feedback.
it'd be nice to have one in one.
Next on the agenda is actually commission updates. Neighborhoods Commission, Arts Commission, Parks Commission.
Do you have anything on neighborhoods?
Neighborhoods, for the Neighborhoods Commission, we are just sorting through the processes of how our commission works. And we just approved the caucuses guideline for recruitment, which we are going to be recruiting the even numbers this year. So we're seeking Neighborhoods Commissioners for the even number council districts. And so we're just kind of going through those processes. And
Let me add that next month's meeting, which is February 10th, 6:30, down in the wing rooms, whichever one it is down there, we're going to have a presentation from Environmental Services on illegal dumping. And we're really going to try to get the Neighborhoods Commission to get behind the funding of what ESD needs to make this thing work better as we enter into the budget process. So if you're interested in illegal dumping and the fixes they've done a marvelous job, actually. And that'll be next Neighborhoods Commission meeting. And I'm hoping that actually we could follow that up in our February CLC meeting with an illegal dumping discussion of many of those same things.
also, in this past January's Neighborhoods Commission, we had a really great presentation from the Mayor's Gangs Task Force. It was wonderful. So I look forward to hearing more from them. So yeah, that was really great. Do we have any updates from the Arts Commission?
Yes, we do. Okay, so, wow, we really should. So I did wanted to tell people the next Arts Commission, normally Arts Commission meetings are the third Monday of the month. I think I had already announced that we moved them from a Wednesday to a Monday. They start at 5:30. Actually, because Martin Luther King Day was last Monday, it's going to be next Monday, so the 25th, if anybody's interested. I do want to encourage people to go and see a public art piece that's going to go up around January 25th. It's called Peep. And what do you guys think about when I say Peep?
Fences,
Fences?
the
Okay, what
little
else?
Easter candies.
Easter candy, what else? Okay, what if you were to see a very large container that in a burlesque style had the word peep written across it? What would you think? Peep show. Okay, so what the Office of Cultural Affairs has done in partnership with the county and also DA Rosen's office is we've commissioned an artist to put together a peep show, if you will, and it's going to be located at the southern end of Parque de los Pobladores. It's going to be a shipping container, and when you peek inside, you're going to see blocks, children's blocks with children's faces, and you're also going to see sewing machines. This container represents how a lot of human trafficking is transported over to our country. And the children's blocks represent the loss of innocence of children. The sewing machines represent the slave labor that happens. So on the outside, it looks very inviting and cool and kind of sexy, and on the inside, you see the truth. So it's going to be a very powerful piece. I hope that people take the time to see it, so I just wanted to tell you about it.
It really is.
Send you a permanent?
Send you a permanent?
No,
Is that going to be a
Oh, no, I'm like, what? No, it's not. It's only going to be, I think, through March, but they absolutely wanted to have it around Super Bowl Sunday, because I don't know if people are aware of this, but a lot of sex slaves happens at that time, and I know Raul could probably talk more about it in a much more eloquent manner, but there's a lot of human trafficking that goes on, and a lot of, illegal prostitution and exploitation of children, which is just a crime, so, thanks.
Jenny Thomas sent me a message that she had a conflict, so she's not coming.
Okay. Also, if anybody needs a parking validation, we can take your tickets and get those validated for you. Ask Jean.
Does anyone need it? Because if not, I'll take it now so that Joan and Raul can deal with it.
Leave it after D.
If you leave after
If you
8, you
leave
don't need
after
it.
8, you don't
But
need
in
it.
case we get out of here earlier, you might want to. I don't know. I'm just saying. So it's
Yeah.
possible.
I don't think
I
that's
can do it.
possible. We
It
haven't
doesn't matter
gotten
which
your
one it
year
is.
in review yet.
Do those cost money, by the way? I'm just curious. Does anybody get charged
To
for that?
validate?
Yeah.
Yes, I know that it costs money outside of the city hall. I don't know if it costs money.
Because I'm wondering if we're validating for people who are gonna leave after 8, are we
Yeah.
wasting some money? That's
I imagine.
been one of my,
Yes,
We might-
there's some sort of cost.
that'd be good information, I think, to feed around to us meeting
Yeah.
junkies.
Yeah, I know it is out any of the other parking garages where we obviously validate and
Right.
stuff like that. Yes,
They
there's a
pay,
cost.
you pay, yeah.
Yes, but
Right.
I
Over
don't
here
know.
might be
I don't
different,
hear.
yeah.
Thank you. I also wanted to, we have Catherine Cushing that's with us from university, and she's actually doing some research on illegal dumping, so she's here to talk about a little bit of, are you prepared at all to?
Oh, sure. Actually, we just wanted to introduce ourselves and say hello. Getting over a cold. So, excuse me, my voice.
Poor Catherine. Putting her on the spot.
Sorry about that. So thank you for letting us introduce ourselves. I normally don't talk like that. Excuse me. Actually, maybe what I'll do is
Actually,
I'll hold
you're
off
doing
till a little bit later.
Okay.
Well, what I did want to let you guys know is that in December, we signed an agreement with the Environmental Services Department, so we're working with them to do a baseline assessment of hotspots. And I have a map here of the areas that were kind of identified by the Environmental Services Department, which you're using as a guide to kind of identify hotspots in the area. We're also using a online application called TerraFlex. So we've been
Illegal dumping hotspot.
an illegal dumping hotspot. So what we've done is developed an online application that has different types of illegal waste identified, such as mattresses, tires, paint cans, things like that, and shopping carts, for example. And so we're able to kind of go through these areas with our students and map actual incidences of illegal dumping. And so these were the areas that were identified by Integrated Waste Management. Excuse me. And we're going through with them to conduct an illegal dumping baseline assessment. And then we're actually helping them pinpoint pickup points for green waste to come and clean up items. We'll also be working on a community engagement plan. And so one thing that we'd like to do is reach out to the subcommittee that's working on illegal dumping to see how we can work together to kind of assess the baseline data and also figure out best mechanisms for community engagement. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So thank you very much. I'm sorry about my, I was like, I have to come, I need to see everybody, but I'm sorry for my voice. So it's really a pleasure to work with you guys, and We've already been at a couple of community meetings at the UNC meeting and also at the South University neighborhood. So as soon as we're ready to release the initial data, there's actually been some very, very interesting conversation about the source of illegal dumping and whether it comes mostly from single-family residences or multifamily residences. And a previous report indicated that it was mostly multifamily residences, but what we're seeing is that it really varies from neighborhood to neighborhood. So for example, South University neighborhood, we think that it's predominantly, and I'm gonna apologize on behalf of my students, we think it's primarily students that are moving out because of the, because they don't have money to move their furniture out, so they're just gonna leave it on the streets. But actually what we found on the east side is that it seems to be more prevalently occurring in single-family neighborhoods. So there's a difference, and so that really is going to impact what's going to work in terms of effective community engagement and outreach. So I saw your study, and it looks amazing. So we really want to kind of work with you guys to figure out where should we go from here. So I thank you for that. That really good work. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we have Councilmember Morales' updates.
Oh, we have a question for.
Yeah, it actually wasn't a question, more as a comment. Well, you're
Off with his head.
Just a brief comment to you, and I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. Catherine. It would be great if, as you're working with a subcommittee, to have some kind of really tight handoff mechanism, because students, when they go through whatever the semester is, they go away. And so all this good work kind of stops, and then you start the process over. And I say that just from experience of being a San Jose State student very recently, and I know that happens. So if we can get some kind of tight integration so we can use some of the data and then say, oh, okay, well, what now? What can we now do? How can we kind of roll that forward? That would be really appreciated.
Yes. And the TerraFlex application is really great because all you need is a smartphone to use it. So their students go out and they say, stop! We see an incidence of illegal dumping, and then we mark it. So we can mark over time where the hot spots are. And then we have a year subscription, which we're turning over to the city, so they can, the team can use it as well. So we're hoping that maybe there'll be an ongoing reassessment and education, because you can't not continue the outreach, otherwise it'll start happening again. Thank you.